Hi, numerologist community, and welcome back to another episode of the Full and New Moon series with the lovely Kelli Fox. Hey, Kelli, how are you?
Hi, Rose. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So today we're going to be talking about a full moon in Aries, and that is going to be on the 20th of October. What does this one have in store for us?
Oh, my goodness. I'm just thinking, where do I even start with this one? So I'll take it from the beginning and then I'll just go through it step by step. Full moons are when the sun and the moon are opposite each other and the earth is in the middle. And it's like this tug of war. So there's this push-pull effect. And especially with Aries, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's full on. Aries is a really full-on sign. It's the baby of the zodiac. And it's the most independent sign. And it's a take charge sign and fearless and bold, courageous. I always say Aries is the brave warrior of the zodiac. Aries is spontaneous. Aries doesn't think through anything. Aries just sort of launches straight into something. I say that Aries is connected to the first responders. You know, it's very brave. And so the full moon in Aries, this annual full moon in Aries is very much about, you know, we need to take care, first of all, that we're not just sort of launching straight into something without thinking through the repercussions. You know, it's great for being courageous and embracing all the things that we might be afraid to do normally. But this is a time where we really need to take a deep breath. There's no other way to say it, but take a deep breath, because Mars, Aries ruler, is in the opposite sign of Aries, of Libra. So Mars is at odds with this full moon in Aries. So it's battling itself. You know, this full moon in Aries, its planetary ruler is right opposite. And so it's throwing shade back to this full moon in Aries. So there's a definite, and I'm doing this with my fist closed, there's a definite challenging, combative energy to this full moon. Now, full moon in Aries is already like that anyway, but with, you know, the opposition from its planetary ruler, which happens to be Mars, god of war. You know, it's anger and assertion and aggression. But we've got to be careful as well, because Mars is in Libra, so it's passive aggressive energy on top of aggressive energy. So there's going to be a lot of confrontational energy. It's not all bad. It's not all everyone's going to get into a big argument. It's nothing really like that. It's more about use this energy, like direct the excess energy that so many of us are going to have. And especially if you're a cardinal sign, and that's Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, you know, this energy really should be focused and directed, instead of just like let loose out into the wild and hope for the best. Mm-hmm. You know, this full moon also forms a sextile, a very nice opportunistic sextile to Jupiter. But Jupiter is the planet of excess, and Jupiter has just come out of retrograde. So we're still sort of in this stationary period. At least it's direct, but there's this stationary period of Jupiter, which is very potent, which means with this full moon that anything could explode, meaning, you know, blow up or amplify or get bigger or excessive. So not only do we have this opposition, you know, from the full moon to Mars, but we've got this energy of excess from Jupiter. And because it's a sextile, you know, which is a 60-degree angle, it's not negative. It's just take care with excess. Things could just blow up out of proportion. And then just to add to this potent mix, we've got this square from the full moon to Pluto. So this is all about change and transformation, but it's really more about forced change and transformation. So there's a lot of potency with this full moon in Aries. So we really do need to take care that we're not, it's sort of like we've got to pick our battles in a lot of ways, like we can win the battle, but not the war. But it's not even that. We're not going to win the battle or the war. So it's sort of like, let's just not even do it in the first place. I mean, but that's too tempting and tantalizing, for a lot of signs. So I think that it's important that we are really mindful at this time, because there's a lot of, throwing fuel on the fire is really what this energy is about. With, as I said, normally just with a full moon in Aries anyway, without all these other planets involved with this full moon. So we need to be, extremely cautious. The best use of this type of energy is some sort of competitive sport. And I know not all of us are competitive athletes, but this would be a great time. This would be a great time to get into it. It's like, if anybody's thinking about, I guess we can't go indoors, most of us. So it's like, whatever it is, hit the trail, get outdoors, start marathon training, whatever it is, this would be the time to do it, because there is so much. And this is like nuclear energy. This is incredible nuclear energy of this Aries full moon. So I can go through, each of the signs in their groupings.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll do it. Let me think the best way to do it. When I'm looking down in my book, what I think I'll do it here with, again, the modalities. So as I said, the cardinal signs, and that's Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, extremely potent energy for those signs. It's, as I said, it's not just pick your battles, don't even get into battle, because, something could be misconstrued or misunderstood, because we're still sort of in that shadow period of Mercury retrograde as well, which just adds fuel to this fire. So it's important, for the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, to really, it's sort of like, think about the repercussions of your actions and your words really at this time. And then for the fixed signs, that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. This is very much about excess, and there's opportunity here. There's opportunity amongst, everything else that's going on. But the opportunity comes from thinking outside the box, from daring to be different without being so different that it brings too much attention or alarm from other people. So it's going to be important here that that you can see the bigger picture for the fixed signs. It's sort of like, look beyond what's right in front of you. And that might help you get through any sort of tense situations with this full moon. And then finally, the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. This is very much about, with Venus, love planet Venus, in a mutable sign right now. It's about stick close to the people that you love and who care for you and you care for, because that's really what's going to get you through any sort of tense or challenging times right now, is going with not just the people you love, but what you love, with Venus in Sagittarius, so Venus in a mutable sign, and being able to be adaptable and go with the flow as much as you can. And just know that we are in November, we're moving into eclipse season. And then we're looking at really big turning points, and, moving as a collective, moving in new directions. It's sort of like, this is a time where we're sort of wrapping things up. We're coming towards the end of the year, and we've only got, a couple more months to go, if you can hardly believe that. And, then here are eclipses, and then, we're going to have Jupiter moving into Pisces the final few days of 2021. And then 2022 really will be marked as a turning point with the past couple of years, that we've been going through.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We're already into the final months of the year, because that seems just incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
And the next time we see you, we're going to be talking about the new moon in Scorpio, which is on the 4th of November, I believe. And that's the last one before eclipse season starts, I think.
And, that's going to be an intense one as well, because, it's Scorpio, and new moons are all about what's not seen, the unseen. And with Scorpio, so there's a double emphasis on things we're not seeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, Rose. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more readings and forecasts every single week. Head to the description now for your free numerology reading and to view our latest blogs.